Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Fireteam Zero, and things are going okay. As of right now, just a reminder, we are on the tail side of the coin, and where we ended off in the last video was I was asking your guys' suggestions as to what we should do next tactics-wise. We do know that we still need one more intel token on this Repair the Ferry objective. We do that and we get to that exit, we are golden. But as of right now, we still need it. We don't know where we're going to get it from. We're hoping potentially either grab it from 8 or 1, but there's a risk of getting backed into a corner, as mentioned in the previous video by individuals watching, that's a little sketchy if we get caught up in the corner. But the good thing is our exit's close to us, so I'm hoping within 2 cards we can find it and get out. If we can't, we've got a long journey to 3, or we've got potential options up here in the top left-hand corner. So it gets a little bit iffy. We'll have to see how this pans out. We do still have the 2 that we left from behind, which isn't too far away, but still very inconvenient and not always wise to be in the center of the board when there's no obstacles blocking movement. Those monsters can get on you pretty quick. So let's pick it up right where we left off. Last video, the very last thing we did was we moved this first player token from Abe to Don. At this point, Don will be going first, but really at this point, we're picking our tactics first. So, as mentioned in the prior video, we had lots of comments stating that we should go ahead and use kill zones, and I absolutely agree 100%. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a tactic from Frank's pile, just so that everyone's aware. It's a tactical response to kill all minions and elites occupying spawn points in any one sector. Again, sectors being, sector would be this whole, basically it's a square by itself. So each of these are 4 sectors. We're going to choose to do it over here. So it's going to impact all the minions and elites occupying one of those. So we're going to go ahead and this will be removed. We have to remember now that we cannot drop to 5 for Frank when we go into that particular part of the phase. But as of right now, we get to choose where we want to kill these monsters off of. And your guys' comment provided some fantastic suggestions strategy-wise, and I really do agree with them. We're going to go ahead and kill off the 2 corrupted animals in the back here next to spawn point 5 furthest away from us, just because we can handle strategically corrupted monsters that are closer to us. So it just makes sense. So we're going to knock those guys off. Now we've cleared a little bit of the commotion, and we can get going. So at this point, we'll draw up. So we'll start right here with Don. Don has, actually Don has quite a bit of cards left over from the last turn. So right now he's got 4. So we're gonna go grab 1 more for him. And he got a haymaker and supporting fire. So that's pretty cool. This actually increases a bullet attack, but we've got other plans here. Again, thanks to you guys and your suggestions. So Don just drew up. Next would be Frank, but Frank played a tactics card, no drawing up to 5 for him. We'll move over to Abe. Abe has how many cards in his hand? Let's see. He's got 4, so we're going to add 1 more to his hand. He got a pump action, another one. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from moving, but not attacking. Okay, so that'll be interesting. We'll see whether we can deal some damage before that even happens. So now everybody's drawn up. We're ready to rock, and we're going to move on to the next segment here. Now, what should we do? Okay, the very first person up is Dawn. So Dawn is sitting right here on spawn point number 9. So as of right now, he's got some work to do. We really do need his help. So I'm going to probably be getting Dawn to get as close to these 2 as humanly possible. Dawn has the ability to throw grenades, and we really like grenades because they can do splash damage on every individual that's an enemy inside of, and even friendly inside of a certain sector. And of course it's range, so it's even better that way. We could easily run Dawn 1, 2 and get him to here, which would also bring along Patrick. Now Patrick would allow us to perform search actions for free. We definitely want to get him as close over here as possible and then go from there. So I'm going to have Dawn and Patrick go 1 and 2. So now they're in the same space as the rest of our squad over here. Now from here, we're going to toss some grenades with Dawn, and we're going to make sure we do enough damage to kill these. Now, if you remember from our twist cards, we pulled a twist card earlier that said tough. It says all minions and elites have their resistance to all attack types increased by 1. So we can't forget that. And then when we take a look here, as of right now, if we throw grenades, they don't have any resistance as a base, but they have the +1 from the twist card. So we're going to have to hit them for 3 damage each. So we're going to need 6 grenade damage here in order to kill off both of them. So we really need to think about how many dice, and hopefully we have what we need in here in order to make that happen. So right now I'm seeing a ton of melee cards and only 1 grenade card. That's not good. So what we're going to need to do is hope that we have reaction cards from other allies that can hopefully increase you know, the amount of dice we can roll here, because this isn't very good. Now we do and will have one additional reroll thanks to Henry, who's in our spot with us. So that'll help us out. But at 2 dice is just too thin. We need better odds than that. I'm going to do it because grenades are what's going to make this happen. So let's take a look at the reactions that Abe and Frank may have in their hands. So Frank has one here called the M7 grenade launcher. Down here it says 1 range away, which is perfect. Oh, actually I'm just realizing now that Frank is not going to really be able to do much because he's not within range of... oh, actually, no. Well, this is where it gets confusing, I guess. See, he's not within range. This is for an ally. What does it say normally? Monster? Yeah. Sadly, he's not within range to do this attack, from what I'm understanding. I could be wrong. No, he can, because he's within 1 range of the ally, and this M7 grenade launcher has a range of 2. I'm thinking he can do that, which would give an extra strength, an extra die towards Dawn's attack, so this could potentially be good. What does this one do? Play before a minion activates, not worth it right now. Play before an ally performs a bullet attack, not worth it. So really the M7 grenade launcher so far is the best card we could use to help him out. We could go over to Abe here really quick and see if he's got something. This one is play before a minion. Nope. Tactical response isn't going to help. Play before an ally performs a bullet attack. Nope. Play when a monster moves. Nope. And play when an ally performs a brawl attack. Nope. So it looks like it is just going to be Frank's as the only person that can really help us out. So we're going to have Frank do this. Now, where I get a little bit confused here, and I really hope I play this correctly, is that it does say range 1 ally. And what's really hard for me to determine off the top of my head, for some reason I'm drawing a blank, I don't remember whether or not I have to be within range 1 of my ally to do this bottom reaction. I would think so. Because I think that's what makes sense here, because up here it's an attack. So you're essentially using the M7 grenade launcher. You need to be within a range of 2 to do the attack, and you get 1 die and 1 grenade, and you're looking for grenades. Down here, it works different as reactions because you need to basically just meet this requirement here, which means you have to be within a range 1 of the ally. Some of these reactions will actually say be inside of 1 range of a monster. It doesn't say monster here, so that means that we are within 1 of our allies. So my understanding is that I can actually aid my individual here by being a spotter. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. So Frank, thankfully, is doing something from the back here. He's going to add a die to our roll for the high X. We're chucking Dawn is lobbing in a high X attack. So we're going to end up getting 3 dice going into this, and we're really hoping to nail 6. We need 6. That's quite a bit. And remember, we do get 1 reroll thanks to Henry. So here we go. Let's hope that we get the 6 we need. Oh my gosh, that was not even close to what we need. So we only got 1 grenade. So we have to keep this, and we only get 1 reroll. So the rest is going to be a waste. So we really it really doesn't matter which die we choose. We need at least 2 to kill one of these guys off. Come on. Yes, we got it. All right, so we ended up getting our 3, which means we're able to kill off 1 of them. So that's good. So it's a good thing we actually helped him out there, because that could have gone south pretty quick. And now we're done with Dawn's turn. Although, let me just take a quick... yes, I've done my movement, did my attack. He is now done. So let's go to Frank here. Now, Frank, he's got way less cards. Way less cards. He does have movement, but he can do shots from distance. And this is where maybe I need to have him move up. We maybe need to all group up in here so I can kill this guy off. So I'm going to... let me think here. I'm going to... within range of especially reroll a die. You know what? I got an interesting plan here. One thing that's messing with my head right now, guys, and I do apologize for this. I actually have to look this up on the video. I do apologize. I should know this, but I'm also reading the rulebook to a couple other games, so I want to make sure that I don't do anything outside of the rules really quick here. So just give me 2 seconds here. Perfect. Okay, I just want to double check about something because I have a strategy in my head and I want to make sure it's going to work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Frank here. He's going to move one into this location. We're going to have Frank take a shot at this particular corrupted animal. We're going to definitely use his direct fire. I want to be rolling 4 dice. I'll hold on to this 1 card because, well, I got to keep something because otherwise I risk him getting into trouble if there's too many monsters around. So here we go. So this is going to be my shot. It's 4. I'm not going to boost it up with any reaction cards. We're just going to go with this because I do get a free reroll thanks to Henry's ability, and we're all kind of piled up there anyway. So here we go. Now with bullet damage, remember we need 4 bullets in order to take out the corrupted animal. A little higher requirement. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got it. So we got exactly what we needed. This one has been taken off the map, shot down. It does explode, and all heroes at its location take a damage, but there's nobody there, thankfully, so off the board, and we're good. We're going to discard this card from Frank now. So Frank did his job perfectly. He still is in the middle of his move. So now what he's going to do, and this is where things get cool, I'm going to have Frank use his other... Oh, I can't do it right now. I was going to have Frank actually break up his movement and go 1 and then move into here, but I'm realizing that there's a terrain in here. And because of that, I can't get in there this turn. Shoot, and technically I'm moving right now though, so I imagine that I could have somebody give me a reaction. Like, does Abe have something that allows me to move through terrain that could reduce my terrain? Because that would be fantastic. Nope. Ah, too bad. I don't think I have terrain. I don't have that wonderful reaction card that allows you to adjust terrain down to 1. Like, basically would give you an extra movement point. So I'm not gonna be able to do anything with Frank that way. That sucks. Movement wise, I guess he's gonna have to stay put. He doesn't really have a choice. So I'm gonna have to leave Frank there. I could move him 1, but I really can only move him here, which is actually, that's not bad. If I move him here, I'm okay with that because it gets me closer to 5 and we're already heading in this direction, and then it gives me potentially 3 to pull from, and we're kind of owning this top section of the board, although things could spawn here, which would be really bad, but I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to put him there. And now we're going to end it off for Frank's turn. Okay, so now we're going to go over here and we're going to talk about Abe. So Abe is left, and now we can actually do some interesting stuff. So let me think about this. I think what makes the most sense for Abe is probably to move into here to secure this particular checkpoint. Oh, this is going to be tough. Okay, so we're going to have Abe move into here. And when he's in here, I also want to bring along with him... I want to bring along... Patrick. Because Patrick's going to allow me to do a free search action. So I've moved in for 1. I'm doing a free search action now on 8, so that's a good thing. And now we're going to check out to see whether we found anything we need. Guide from elsewhere. An allied soldier beckons from a nearby corner. You arrive just in time to catch a glimpse of them as they dart out of sight once more. When you finally catch up, they smile and vanish. You may immediately move to any adjacent location. Interesting. Actually, that's perfect. That's perfect, and it says, I mean, the card is overwriting anything. It says you may immediately move to any adjacent location. This is amazing. So, I mean, it wasn't the card we wanted, but it's allowing me to do something really cool here. So I used 1 movement, or I shouldn't say that. I used 2 movement to move into here. So my movement is now shot. I used a free action to go here. I still have an action, but now with that event card, I now get a free movement adjacent, so I can go corner to corner to 5. Pulling this individual with me, although it's not necessarily, I guess, yes, I can't leave the specialist behind, has to come with me. And then I can use my final action to either go after 5 or maybe take a pot shot down here, but it's 2 away now, so I don't think I can kill this guy. But I'm not going to worry about it because I have Overwatch with Abe, and I think Abe's going to be the target. Or actually, Dawn would technically be the higher target, which would be right here. So he'd be going after Dawn, but Dawn has a reaction ability. You may allow an ally in your location to draw 2 cards. Ooh, maybe that's bad. Maybe that's bad. Maybe I should have left Frank in here. That would have been smarter because Frank has the opportunity to fire Marksman to allow me to make an attack when this guy moves in. So this is risky because he's going to get into this spot next turn. He's going to roll some damage against Dawn, and Dawn only has... Well, Dawn's got... He's got 4 cards. He should be okay. He should be okay. Should be all right. We'll risk it. That was really bad strategy. I should have left Frank in here instead of moving him out, but hey, we got to play it as it laid. We're too far past that point now. Cannot cheat. So we're here, and we're going to choose instead of worrying about moving adjacent. Now, again, I realize I could be here. I could have moved adjacently and shot, or move in and shoot, but I want to keep the party together, and I also want to keep exploring stuff. So we're gonna use my action to explore here. Come on, where is that part? Ah, it doesn't look good. The Harbinger flock. A foul wind blows over you, carrying with it the stench of decay. The sound of wings rise to a deafening roar, and the light dims as hundreds of small shadows pass over you. That sounds wonderful. When the light returns, you find yourself surrounded by dead crows. If the lucky coin is face up, flip it face down. Okay, so that's really bad. So basically that's just a bad event. The thing is, it's not going to affect us because it's not face up. Our lucky coin right now is tail side up. If it was face side up, it'd be like this. So really, that's going to screw somebody over that's actually been playing really well to this point. Thankfully, this card doesn't affect us, but it also, as you're going to notice, isn't the card we're looking for. We still have 1 spawn point down here, 1 here, and 2 over here, plus this one here. So 5 more cards to go through. I thought I would get it, but maybe we need to check that 1 card now. So anyway, that's the end of the hero's turn. We are now done. I'm just going to make sure. Nope, I totally exhausted all of Abe's options there. So now we're going to stop, and we're going to move on to activating the monsters. This should be fun. So first off, we're going to, in the threat phase, we're going to advance the token, and wonderfully, we go to the 3rd twist. Ugh, this could be gross. Here we go. Packed Instincts. When the spawn die results in a monster being spawned in a location within range 2 of a hero, immediately spawn the next monster, if any, in the same location. Oh, we're getting surrounded now. So that's a nasty one. I'm going to put that one right here because I'm going to need to remember that that's going to be something that's going to occur when we start spawning in a few seconds, and we'll talk a little bit more about that then. But that's bad. Okay, now we're going to activate monsters. There's only 2 on the board. This guy here will activate first because he's not going to be able to get to anybody. He's obviously targeting Dawn as the first player and closest to him, so we're going to probably head straight through. 1, 2. This guy here, and of course I should roll, sorry, for the activation of this monster as well. He got the cup. And if I remember, that's just going to give him a range, which does nothing, not in range of any attack. So this monster's activation is done. This guy here is going to head 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2. He's obviously heading to Dawn. They're all equal. So he's heading over to Dawn, or the player who went first in the turn order, because everything else was equal distance. And we're going to have to suffer an attack here. I do not, as you can see, the combat medic has an action. You may allow an ally in your location to draw 2 cards. Don't have any reaction, so that sucks. I'm going to have to actually take this attack. Now, I do have 2 dice coming at me from the corrupted animal, and they're going after bullets, so I'm really hoping they don't land too much because this could hurt. Oh, they landed nothing. Perfect. So, absolutely nothing. I'm super happy about that. And that's it. We're done. Now, the next thing we're going to do is spawn to finish up the round. And just so we know, we're going to have to read this. So it says, when the spawn die results in a monster being spawned in a location within range 2 of a hero, immediately spawn the next monster, if any, in the same location. So it's going to speed up our spawning, essentially, and pile them, making sense. That's called Packed Instincts, into similar areas close to us, if we happen to roll in a spawn within 2 range. So we got a 3. Is that far away? Please tell me that's far away. Oh yeah, 3's way over here in the corner. Perfect. So nothing there. That's good. Stay as far away from me as possible. 2. 2 is not too far away, but is not within range 2 of anybody, so we're okay. 4. 4 sounds like it's close. No, it's still... Uh-oh. Is it? 1, 2. Ah, worst. So this one is within 2, range 2 of somebody, so we are going to have this last monster spawn in spot number 4 as well. So that's not terrible. It's not terrible. I mean, I don't know what to say about that, because the layout of this is freeing up our ability to go check out 1, so that's good for the next turn. But the downside is, if this isn't it, we are kind of shoehorned into heading back into the nightmare and checking these 3, or running the risk of trailing all the way down this side of the board, all the way to this corner just to check this 1. It's very debatable which one's better. This one would be a quicker move to, I think, because of how many spaces there are. Where here we could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, we're already within 2. So it makes more sense probably to stay here and travel back to this location to get out. So I think we're going to have to let 3 go. And that will be like the last resort token that we bother to do if we happen to not pull it from the 3 that are up here in the northwest area. So it's going to be really interesting. I don't know. And I can tell you right now, I'm really enjoying this. This is really starting to get I'm feeling a little bit stressed now because I'm like, I felt like I had a handle on it. I think we actually tactically moved from this side over to here. We moved up here, and it felt like we had a good thing going. But now I'm actually getting concerned because not only is our coin on the tail side, but we are not getting the cards we need fast enough, and the twist cards are coming out every single time. Like now we've got a 3rd twist in the list, and as we go along here, we're going to get 1 more twist, which is going to add even more to the game. And I just, I don't know. This is going to come right down to the wire. I guess it's going to make for a really exciting conclusion. I'm really hoping that I can survive this and it'll be really exciting and I won't just die in a pile of corrupted animals just eating me to death, essentially. But we'll see what happens, I guess. So hope you guys are enjoying. If you noticed that I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. Also, as always, let me know your strategy for the next part of this particular showcase. I want to know what you guys would do. So as you can see right now, I'll give you an overview of the board. We have 1 here at 2. We have 1 right here. We have 2 guys at 4. We have 1 guy in our space. We're currently securing 5, and we have somebody over here. In terms of tactics, this will give you an idea of the next round. And actually what we'll do is we'll just move the first player marker now because we're starting a new turn. But we'll talk, let's just see really quickly if we happen to have any tactics so that you guys are aware of that before we end the video. And then you can give me an idea as to whether we should use it. Abe has 5 cards and does have a tactics card. This one says each hero may immediately move 2 spaces starting with the player to your left. So we could have Abe play that card, being that he has 5 cards in his hand, and we could potentially have Abe and force everyone to move really quick, which would be really good because we could get these guys over to here. They could be on 7. We could have Henry move 2 all the way over to 1, and then we could have these 2 guys. Oh, this is dangerous. It's so dangerous. So I'm going to let you guys let me know what you think I should do. So just so you guys know, this is spawn point 1. We got 5, 7, 8, and 4. Those are the ones close by. So when you're writing up your strategy as to how we should tackle this, let me know whether we should use the tactics. If we do use the tactics, where should these guys go? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the first time here, join us. We are growing stronger every single day. Solo community is an amazing place to be. Hope you will join us if you're new to it, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on rolling solo.